We are less than 7 weeks away from WrestleMania 41. We are also less than 24 weeks away, but that would be just weird to say. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is predict the WrestleMania 41 match card. We already have some matches set in stone, but I don't think they're all going to be set in stone. Now, I'm going to give some really random, weird, stupid predictions, but stick with me, because they might just happen, considering, okay, spoiler alert for the Elimination Chamber and the Raw afterwards, just in case. John Cena turned heel, and also Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. So at this point, literally anything goes. I could probably put on a Sting versus Undertaker and it might happen, but it won't. I think I've written down 15 matches, so we'll talk through them and I'll give my reason as to why they're happening. So the first match, okay, is one that's already been set in stone. I don't think it will change. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship, because Charlotte won the Royal Rumble and because Tiffany is the WWE Women's Champion. Plain and simple. I don't think anything else is going to happen in that match. No one's going to get added or taken away. Taken away would be weird, because just seeing Charlotte wrestle on her own, but she probably would do that. Yeah. Then, I've written this down in a certain order, you see. On Raw, you had Io Sky defeating Rhea Ripley for the Women's World title, which I don't think anybody saw coming, okay, because I didn't. But with how it ended, I don't think it's going to be just Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. So my prediction is going to be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match. I'd rather just see Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. No offense to Io Sky, but I don't think she'll make the match worse. Okay, I'm not saying she'll make the match better. I'd much rather see them two, but I don't think she'll make it worse, if that makes sense. So either way, I'm still kind of happy with the match. Then you've got Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, Gunther being the World Heavyweight Champion. Jey winning the Royal Rumble. I don't see anything changing here. That match obviously isn't going to main event. If it does, I'll be very surprised. Yeah. There's also one more match which has been confirmed, okay, which is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. But I think there's going to be a change to that, and I'll mention that on the last two. So I'll do that really annoying YouTube thing. Stick around to the end of the video to find out. Or just fast forward it. Or don't watch it at all. Now, okay, the Intercontinental Championship. The women's and the US title, I don't know where they're going at the moment, so I can't think of anything, so I've not written them down. But the men's IC title, I still think it's going to be Sheamus. I said it in my last video about it, and I don't want to change it, okay? I can see the whole feuding with like AJ Styles or Finn Balor or whatever it is, but I still think it's going to be Sheamus, and I don't want to change my mind. Because obviously I think Sheamus should win it then. But then you've got Bron Breakker basically being, I don't know, it's like a tweener, isn't he? He's like a heel and a babyface. I don't know what he is. But I said Sheamus from the start. I don't want to change it. Even if you've got Bron Breakker versus somebody else at WrestleMania, I'm still going to say it's Sheamus. Yeah, it's one of them. Okay. Now, the Raw Tag Team titles. If there is going to be a match, I can see it being the New Day versus the War Raiders. I forgot their name. I don't really want to say much. Obviously, you need a reason for the New Day to actually be more of a heel. They're a fantastic heel turn, and they just went nowhere. Well, it's basically gone nowhere, you know what I mean? So if that does happen, it probably won't, but I'm going to throw that on there. Then I'm going to say Rey versus Penta. Not like, more like a friendly sort of match. You know how they start off the Royal Rumble together, and that was basically just testing the waters. So why not? Okay. Two great luchadors, different styles, be a fun, great match. Obviously, could be one of Rey's last WrestleManias. Probably not. He's probably going to wrestle until, like, you know, he's older. And then Penta's first WrestleMania. What better WrestleMania to go against than Rey Mysterio? I also predicted the multi-man SmackDown Tag Team title match. More than likely probably be like a ladder match, if I had to pick a stipulation for it. I think last time I said you would have Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga in there, but I don't think they'll be in this one. So I don't think Tonga Loa will be back from his bicep injury. So obviously I got on there the Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits, and Legato del Fantasma. That's so hard to say. Is that 5 teams? Yeah. DIY probably walking in as the champions, and I don't know who walks out because I haven't seen it yet. Then you got the US title match. Okay, these are the ones where it's like not a lot is really going on in these situations, but we'll still obviously throw some ideas out there. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jacob Fatu. I don't think they're going to do Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. So, if they got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jacob Fatu for the US title, where does that put Solo Sikoa? And I think you put him against Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman. I can't do his voice. Why? Because obviously he attacked him from behind. More likely like a SmackDown match, but why not? It's just somewhere to put Solo and somewhere to put Braun. Okay. Then you've got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Now, I think it was Bianca Belair who attacked Jade, but obviously Bianca's got the whole situation with the world title going on, and I thought they can't really stretch it out till the next WrestleMania, and some people will get annoyed that it's not this WrestleMania, but they're more than likely going to do Jade versus Bianca at SummerSlam. I don't know why I've mentioned the SummerSlam card now, but yeah, there you go. Might change my mind. It's been so long, but why don't we just do Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory? That probably won't happen, but still, the amount of things that's randomly happening, go for it. And then I always like to, well, not always, but sometimes I like to throw in like a random match. So why don't we just do AJ Styles versus Finn Balor? And let's just say because they're both going after the IC title, and yeah, just go from there. That's pretty much the reason. Yeah, it'd be a good match. Obviously, it'd be nice to see Finn Balor get pinned again at WrestleMania. So, now the part that no one's been waiting for. There is 2 matches, okay, which is really stupid of me, but if I get this correct, you're probably going to think I, write for WWE. What if we had John Cena versus Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk? Because a lot of people think it's going to be CM Punk versus Roman versus Seth, but I did miss one match because I didn't write it down, and that is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns on their own. I don't think it's going to be with CM Punk, because you've got CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a steel cage match, and I think if they were saving that for WrestleMania, they wouldn't have them two competing singly, unless you can do like CM Punk versus Roman and then Seth versus Roman and then go to a triple threat, which I don't see. So what I see is, like I said, obviously Roman and Seth, if you're still following me, but then Cody versus Cena versus Punk. But I think on the night before, this is where it's really stupid, stick with me, The Rock and Cena versus Cody and Punk. Now, if Cody and Punk lose, okay, Punk has to sell his soul to The Rock. But if CM Punk wins, he gets added to the title picture. Now, see, where that gets really weird, obviously, CM Punk's going to want to win, isn't he? But then you've got, obviously, Cody saying, why would I want you to win if you're getting added to the match? But then it's, so it's like, can they work together, defeat the greater evil, kind of like last year's WrestleMania, if you're basically following me? But would The Rock have already announced that match, and would John Cena be basically fighting for 2 nights? And it also gives CM Punk his main event, so maybe he puts himself in the main event anyway, like a triple threat match, okay, from Paul Heyman's favour, but I'm not sure how Paul Heyman does that. But obviously The Rock, maybe being obviously the final boss, is more powerful, he gives CM Punk the opportunity if he can earn his way in there. So I believe that's actually 16 matches I gave to you. Some of them I'm not very confident on, like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. That was a weird way to say Waller. Okay, some matches I'm pretty confident on, like Jey Uso and Gunther. That's a pretty confident one, yeah. Anyway, okay, right. Like I said, it's about, when this video goes up, just over 40 nights away. Okay, WrestleMania. I've predicted it, obviously, after the Elimination Chamber and after Raw. If I didn't watch Raw, I probably would have said Seth versus Punk at Mania, and I probably would have said Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Okay, so like I said, I try not to lie on this channel. But anyway, hopefully you like that. Why don't you let me know your predictions? Tell me how stupid mine are. If you think they're good, thank you for lying to me. I appreciate that. Anyway, a lot of anyways, always is. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.